In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I'm generating about 10% APY on my stablecoin, so stay tuned and enjoy the video. Hey, what's going on guys? It's Eric here and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day and are doing well. Hopefully you guys are doing better than me. I'm still battling COVID, but it doesn't matter because today we're talking about USD Plus and how I am generating about 10% APY on the money I have invested in this protocol. So the first thing is obviously you're probably wondering what in the world is overnight finance? What is USD Plus? Well, the good news here is that USD Plus is actually a stable coin and it's 100% collateralized with immediate assets available to be converted in USDC. And now my system mechanic doesn't like me, but basically what that means is that if you have USD Plus, you are always able to convert it into USDC because they don't lock their money anywhere and it is 100% collateralized, meaning that you are able to withdraw anytime. And that's exactly what it says here, and it's also pegged to USDC, which is probably one of my favorite stable coins alongside USDT, which of course Tether is a bit more skeptical, but again, we're just gonna not talk about Tether in this video. And then you have BUSD and other stable coins as well, but definitely USDC is one of my favorite ones. And you also have the fact that USD Plus is not an algorithmic stable coin, which is great, and it can also replace USDC in pools and lending pools, which is also great because if you're providing liquidity into a liquidity pool with this token, which is the USD Plus as opposed to USDC, you are going to be making a bit more money than if you were just using USDC because USD Plus actually generates a yield. Now you're probably wondering, how in the world are they generating a yield on this stable coin? How are they paying you out and how frequently are they paying you out? Well, if we go onto the stats page here, we can see that since February 25th of this year, they've been generating an APY of about 11.6%. So one, it's not a crazy absurd APY. It's not saying that they're going to do hundreds of thousands of percentage in a year. This is a very modest APY. It's very similar to some liquidity pools out there. And then we have the protocol controlled value, which is around 741,000. And if we get to the good part and how they actually generate money with this protocol, we can see that all of the different amounts of money in different strategies, and these strategies are what actually generates yield into this protocol for them to pay out their holders. So here we see that they have most of their money in Dystopia. And of course, if you think of Dystopia, you're thinking of Sphere Finance. If you're bullish on Sphere Finance, well, definitely pay attention to USD Plus because Sphere Finance is actually pairing their liquidity with USD Plus. So that's a whole other topic. But Dystopia, they have a pool of USDC and USD Plus, so they are getting fees from that liquidity pool. They also have Dodo, which is another liquidity pool that they're providing liquidity to, and then so on and so forth. So all of these are basically where they are allocating their money in order to generate revenue, in order to generate that yield, in order to actually pay out their holders. And now the cool thing about this is you can actually go onto the payout tab and you see every single day and every single payout that is happening from USD Plus. So here we can see that yesterday the yield was around 18.4%. Now, obviously the yield is going to vary from day to day. As we can see a few days ago, it was around 5.6%. But going back up here, we can see that over the last 2 months or so, it's been around 11.6%. Now, in my opinion, as more and more people get in on this project, I do believe the yield is going to go down and it may very well be sustained around 8 or 9%. Now, if we go on to the deployer contract of Overnight Finance, we can actually see all of their payouts and what's exactly happening here. So we have an overview here, and we also have this every single day. If you go on to the payout tab, you can actually click on this transaction, and this brings you to everything that happened to generate that yield, which is awesome to see. And it's basically full transparency from the team here, linking that transaction on their website, so we can see that we have money coming from Tay2, we have money coming from Dystopia, we have money coming from Aave, which is all of these strategies that they're talking about on this page. Now, of course, they're not generating crazy amounts of money. If we take a look at my position, I generated about 64 cents yesterday off of that 18% APY. But of course, I only have about $1,500 into this protocol. So yes, you're not going to be making millions of dollars overnight. It's just simply not going to happen. But this, in my mind, is a very cool way of earning a modest APY on a stable coin, which is pegged to USDC. It's 100% collateralized, meaning that you can always return your USD plus and get some USDC back. So as we can see from the recent activities, I actually was playing around with this protocol back in early May. I deposited about $500, and then I deposited that into a pool on Dystopia. Then I decided to just hold USD Plus in my wallet and to see the stats show up here, because I did realize that if you actually use your USD Plus with a liquidity, you won't actually see anything show up here, but your USD Plus is still accruing and it's still gaining that APY, even though it is in a liquidity pool. So that's basically what I wanted to share with you guys today. Overnight Finance is definitely interesting and definitely worth a look, in my opinion. Again, they are generating yields based on these strategies, and as we can see, the APY is going to fluctuate based on every single day and based on the strategies and how much yield each of those strategies are generating. So I hope this makes sense, and I'm going to continue just holding a bit of my portfolio into USD Plus, see how much money I can generate, see the APY that's going to fluctuate on a day-to-day basis. And as we can see, over the last few days, or over the last 2 days, I've generated about 76 cents on about $1,500. Again, it's not crazy money, but it's better than just having your USDC sit in your wallet and not generate anything. Now, of course, I could use my USD Plus right now, invest it into a liquidity pool and make even more money, but for now I'm just going to leave it as is and we'll see how things go. So if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know in the comment section below. I will be leaving a link to USD Plus or overnight.finance. And with all that being said, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, smash the like button, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.